Hello, 1000 PS fans. We are here at the Wheels and Waves Festival in France with Mr. Ray Drea from Harley Davidson. Hello, Ray.
Hey, thanks for having me here. This is my first time.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
What exactly are you doing with Harley Davidson?
Making cool motorcycles. That's what we do every day. What else is there to do?
I don't know, but thanks for giving birth to all these nice models. Can you tell me, what is this here? I mean, it's so crazy, there's so much to see. Can you give us a short summary of what we have here? What is this festival?
Well, like I said, this is the first time that I've attended the Wheels and Waves, and it's really great to see not only the enthusiasm and passion, but the variety that you see of custom builders, what they're doing, showing their art. You know, it's rolling sculpture is what motorcycles are all about. And so as a creative, I get a ton of energy coming to these events because I really view each and every one of these builders as an artist. So we have this common bond. And to see how they do their self-expression of their art on the motorcycles, just, you know, it's like one, you see one and it's like, oh, that one's even better, and it's just great.
Yeah. I've already gone crazy, I must say. Now you see a lot of bobbers and cafe racers and that stuff, you know, naked bike basics. But I can't see anything from Harley Davidson, a naked bike, like an XR. Are you bringing something up like that in the next years?
Well, you never know, right? Can't really tell you about future product. But you know, your comment there about seeing the bobbers and cafe racers and that, one thing that I do have to say that I really love about coming to Europe is there's tremendous passion in Europe for racing. It's in your blood, you know. I mean, you guys just love racing. Not that we don't in the U.S., but I think this is the heart of it all. Right here in Europe is racing. And so when you think in terms of it's in your blood, you grew up around it, it shows up in the motorcycles that everybody builds. That you see these cues, whether it's the finishes, the components that are on their bike, have this adrenaline and performance edge to it that is so spot on right now with the marketplace. And that's why you see all the energy and all the bikes happening here, because this is what it's all about.
Now, a lot of brands try to push forward their designs. They make futuristic designs and everything has to look more modern. Now, Harley is more of a classic brand, and you have more than 1 century of history. So how do you come up with new stuff that still is true to the brand?
By having respect for the past, and it's how you carry things forward. For instance, on a number of the bikes, how you see the cues of the Fat Bob tank that first made its way on a Harley Davidson back in 1936, and it's yet, you know, that basic shape of that teardrop tank still holds true today on a number of motorcycles. So finding those certain cues that represent the past and then carry it forward through the other components on the bike, and that they work in concert together.
Now I imagine you have to design bikes that are, let's say, perfect, just like they are, and still leave room for customizers, you know? Still let customizers be able to make something individual. Are you thinking about that in your design process, like leaving space for other people?
I wouldn't call it leaving space, you know, because that almost sounds like unfinished. Because, you know, I love what a stock, original equipment motorcycle looks like. But at the same time, I also love what each customer does to that bike. Again, as an artist, as a creative, I have a tremendous amount of respect for other people's talents, because it inspires all of us. You know, when many people ask, and where do you get your ideas for the motorcycles at Harley Davidson at? And it's, you know, it's knowing the customer, being out there with the customer, obviously being a customer yourself, ride the bikes. But it's not a matter of like what's happening out on the streets and do you copy that. No, you're inspired by the things that are doing. Just like you talk about the bobbers and the cafe racers that you see. And, you know, they've been around for years. So it's not like it's a new thing. What's cool is the cafe racers and the bobbers that you see now, they aren't literally copying the past. They're doing their own spin on it to make it relevant for the future.
Now I heard you're a very good free painter. And I can't even make a straight line of 1 inch. How did you learn that?
Well, I started doing custom painting on motorcycles when I was 12 years old. So starting with the pinstriping, airbrushing, sign painting, lettering, gold leaf, you name it. And so I've been doing it for a couple of years.
All right, then I have 100 more questions, but we don't have the time for it, unfortunately. So you won't tell us something about the future of Harley Davidson, of some models. What about the e-bike project? Are you involved in that too?
Yes, we're involved with the e-bike project. And just like a number of the things that have been said in the past couple of years since we've been showing it is, right now, the market is not right for electric bikes quite yet. The technology isn't quite there yet. The infrastructure to support it isn't quite there. But you know what? We knew we needed to learn more about it. And so that's why we built Livewire, to get it out on the street. And just like how we say we're customer-led, I mean, it's in everything that we do. And Livewire is a perfect example of us getting something out on the street there and getting the feedback from the customers. What do they think? So we can continuously improve and really deliver what they expect.
All right, until then, bring us some more of this.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your work. I admire your work almost. Have fun, just like me.
All right, thank you.
See you someday, maybe, on a motorcycle fair.
All right, thanks.